Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Emiya Gohan commentaries. We are on episode 9, and it's about Castor learning to cook, which is going to be a lot of fun. You know what's not fun? The fact that when I went to go record this, turns out that Microsoft Chrome is trying to stop people from screen sharing. So my technique for recording these stopped working. Well, it's a damn good thing there's many different web browsers, huh? Including some not well-known ones. So, okay. Well, let's get started on this episode in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, I'm excited because seeing Disaster Wife Castor is great. I love her. Should also turn off my mouse cursor. Y'all don't want to see that. God, her casual outfit is the best. Like, it's so wild. You see so little of her without the hood in Fate, and then come Hollow Ataraxia, and like this has cemented her as I see her like as this in my head now. Gold hair. So I'm just assuming that everyone in this relatively small Japanese town is just like, boy, we got a lot of weird foreigners, and they've just come to accept that there are a lot of them. And some of them have sharp ears. Sure. Man, I literally just came back from making supper myself, and I just had leftovers, and it was not great. I had taco meat and rice. And the question is, what do you do with taco meat? With the taco sauce, like that you use for tacos, what do you do with it? The answer is you pray to God that the furikaz or for the rice seasoning, right? And the teriyaki and breadcrumbs make it work, and it came out fine, but it was terrifying. It almost came out horrible. I do love how she still wears her cloak while out and about. Oh, in Slice of Life, this is even cuter. She has no idea. You know what? It is true that, jumping into the culinary world is scary at first. He's using it like the swords. I like how she did know where to find him, too, just right away. I like that. Oh, little gigolo. I did not know that Shiro was taller than her. Huh. I didn't know that till now. Oh, it's so weird seeing this, like, adorable side. In writing was one thing, but in motion is even more different. She's also like, again, this is a plot thread adapted from Hollow Ataraxia. She is way nicer in this one. She still had a lot of edge in the written version. I'm gonna be real, my knowledge of Taro is pretty minimal. Mackerel, from what I'm aware, is like a more oily fish to a lot of other ones. They're kind of more fatty. So that would go good with the freshness of everything else. That's interesting. Ah, you just kind of square it up. All right. Nice. That's true. Y'all been stabbed by a knife before. That is of her using. I don't even really know what taro tastes like. Like I've had it before, but just off the bat, I don't know what it would be like. It looks starchy from what I'm seeing here. Oh, rice wine is such a good ingredient. A little bit of soy sauce, that little bit of saltiness. Oh, that looks good. And it's only 2D. To be real, full fish never dealt with. Wash the sliminess off. See, this is the thing. I can't deal with fish when there's a face. You got to get rid of a face and a tail for me. I know some people eat that. I can't do it. I've tried. I can't even eat it, let alone prepare it. It can't look like it's been alive for me. Oh, this is going to be fun. Good action poses. She really doesn't trust her, which makes sense, of course. Oh, is the Ahoga gonna go wild? There it goes. Oh, he doesn't have an Ahoge to show happiness. Look at that! That's the classic Tiger Dojo saber. Wow. Wow, that is the most HD version of her in that form I've ever seen. Cause the real Fate is like a 240p game. Too much, too much. Look, when someone's becoming new to cooking, one dish at a time, maybe two. What is that on top, I wonder? What is that, I wonder? I'd like to know. If only I had this in written form that had the recipes inside. That I do. And I will not be taking it with me once I go overseas because all the recipes will probably be online. But that's okay. I'll be able to get fresh taro while I'm there and give that a try. Mmm, yep. Wow. There is such kindness in her voice, more than I've ever heard. To be fair, his house has an air of gourmetness. You know, for a brief second, we saw Chibi Soichiro in the corner, and that was very strange. He should not be drawn in the cute style. He's very angular. You know, knowing his backstory now, and it's pretty vague, but knowing the little bit that we know, this is quite a nice bit of humanity for him now. Aw. Aw, her apron looks almost like a wedding dress. Oh, you went in for seconds. Man, especially after now seeing how Jason treated her, like, yeah, she deserves this too. I mean, but Jason's hilarious, but he's also a loser. Ah, that was nice. That makes me very happy. That was like, you know, if you were to ask me, you know, upon playing Fate Stay Night, like what sort of just random fun scenarios would you like to see? Like a happily wed Medea and Soichiro, but Medea doesn't know how to cook, so she asked Shiro to teach her. Like that just makes so much sense. And it's so good in execution too, right? And I guess one nice thing is we never saw like that, for example, where he actually went to eat it there, because of course, you know, Hollow Ataraxia, and really by extension, almost all visual novels are from the perspective of the main character. So, you know, it'll cut every now and then to a situation somewhere else, but you pretty much only follow their eyes, and that would be something that would be kind of just left up to either the character explaining later, or, you know, you might be lucky to get a flash to the scene, right? And that is, I guess, one of the things that makes the anime adaptations of visual novels really interesting, because you don't have to stick to that perspective. You can move the camera away from them, which is great, right? Although it can also lead to problems with, like, for example, not knowing what's going on in the character's head, which is why some people really don't like Shiro, because you don't get to know him as much in kind of third person. You don't get into his head. But all right, we're moving on to episode 10. Fried chicken is delicious even when it's cold. That's true. I almost prefer my KFC the day after when it's been in the fridge, and I can just grab it and eat it cold out of the fridge. But that's just me. Shame about their French fries. They never heat up right, though. You gotta get KFC French fries right away to enjoy it, but the actual chicken, I like it kind of the day after. If it's on like the bone and stuff. I don't like it hot off the bone. I like it cold there. But that's me. Oh man. You can even just like pull it off with a fork and just like throw it on a sandwich and like have it cold with like just like bread, KFC chicken, and just a little bit of salt and pepper, just a touch. And that's good eating. All right, let's move on to episode 10 in 3, 2, 1, play. So is this going to be proper karaage? Because that stuff, like Japanese fried chicken, the way they do their little karaage balls there, are so good. Like, better than anything else. It's the best way to do chicken. A little bit of virgin olive oil. What's he buying? Couple veggies. See an onion there. Throw an onion on everything. Ah, school festival arc, of course. So this is pretty much exactly Hollow Ataraxia for a lot of this. Are they going to go up and do the camping? Is that going to even be brought into this? I have never seen a single person in the student council room besides the two characters. That's surprising. I that's another thing. Just like the amount of just I don't want to use the word, but like NPCs, you know, you don't get that from the visual novels. And if they do, it'll just be, you know, shapes in a crowd, right? That's one of the downfalls of a visual novel. You get the visuals of the characters, but if you're not a main character, you're not being seen. And even if you are, sometimes you don't really get seen. Like again, I'm playing Tsukihime right now. You don't see the teacher despite the teacher talking, and it's like and now we're finally seeing the design for the teacher and being like, "Oh, that's what you looked like for the remake there, right?" So, all right, what are we dealing with? I know it's fried chicken, but there's different ways to do fried chicken, of course. Again, there's karaage, or there's like, KFC on the bone, or are we just going to focus on the school festival? Oh, so they even now still wear the classic taiga garb. I was wondering if that was just the old way, the old school gym uniform, but nope, it is. Menial work is his favorite thing, besides swords and cooking. See, he says, I'm not part of the student council, but honestly, he's like one of the few people I've ever seen in this room with Issei. Oh my god, we're getting the side chicks. Let's go. Look at her! She makes the hallway 3D. This is very good. You know, these three, I saw them a little bit in Stay Night, and I was like, whatever. But just from the spin offs and everything, I love this trio so much. It's a shame that only a couple chapters of Himuro's school life has been translated, but I did actually buy a copy of Himuro's manga there, and it came with a audio drama CD. So I have it. The only problem is it's all in Japanese. Man, are they actually putting up a countdown timer? Like, looking at this from a teaching perspective, I'm just like, man, they're putting in way more work than I would ever expect from any students. Also, that's lovely. Come on. Sorry, I was gonna say, why am I hearing your voice? I guess you work at a flower store sometimes too. God, I love the Hollow Ataraxia, like, web of characters who would never interact actually knowing each other. I wonder if Ku's like, again, if this isn't a world of, Stay Night being canon, I wonder if he thinks about, I killed him here. Oh, that's right from Hollow Ataraxia there. I love this show. I would love for it to get another season, even if I don't know how much more source material there is. See, that's the worst when you're like asking someone, "Hey, what do you like?" And they're too much of a coward to commit to actually asking for something. Oh my god, they're staying overnight to get it ready. I cannot imagine this from a school perspective. Then again, oh, okay, they're working late. He sounds absolutely destroyed. True. You need that meat. Oh, you can't say that in earshot of Emiya. He's gonna have to make something. Are you just gonna go to the school kitchen? That's it. That's the whole series. Emiya's cooking. It's renowned. Renowned through the school. Well, because Issei does like brag to people about being able to eat it. Oh, he's gonna cook it at home? Okay. That makes sense. Yep. Ah, bite-sized chicken pieces is gonna be the karaage. Ooh, garlic and ginger, that gives it the good flavor. Mmm. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good marinade. If you want to be really good, do that the night before and put it in the fridge to really get it seeped in, but obviously you can't do too much. Okay, soak it in some egg wash. Makes sense. Let's see what else does he do. Yeah, learning to grab raw chicken with your hands is another important part of cooking because I had to get over that. I'm gonna be honest. I have never deep fried something. We do not deep fry in our house. Deep frying is not a thing. So I would honestly probably use my air fryer for that now. God, when I move, I should get an air fryer. That's interesting. Huh. I've never I've never heard of that. Give it a crack and fry it again. That's really interesting. Huh. Cuz I would let That's a really nice way to get this kind of the steam out and have it cook in like a really great way. Now the question is, did you did you get a sauce for it? I would have brought like a sesame sauce. Yeah, karaage is divine. It is it is the best. Oh, look, he even brought little omelet rolls. How nice. Yeah, like good karaage is soul enriching. I highly recommend if you've never had it, find a good Japanese restaurant, not a fast food Japanese restaurant, but like a good one, and order the karaage. You probably skipped over if you don't know about it. It's so good. Oh no. What about the girls? Yeah, I was gonna say, you'd make an exception for the guy who's always coming round. And you've known him since he was a kid. Well, I mean, it's fine. Servants don't need to eat, but she just likes to. Oh, yeah, a little bit of lemon with that. A little bit of rice to kind of ease the flavor. And a soup. Nice miso soup. Oh, man. Again, one of my best memories is just I had a friend when he just came back from Japan. And I talked this story before, but he just threw me and my other friend in the kitchen, said, "All right, we're making this all together," and we made curry rice and karaage just together as a group, and it was great, right? He even told me about the rangiri style cutting, where when you're cutting your vegetable, you like cut at like an angle, then flip kind of a quarter way, cut at an angle, and it gives you like a little like kind of triangular kind of pieces of like carrot, and it just makes it cook nicer and taste better. And I always do the rangiri now because it's just so nice. I love this show so much. There's not enough. I just want to talk about food and fate forever. But there's like one set of episodes left. I guess that is how it is. Not everything lasts forever, which is literally the plot of Hollow Ataraxia. Literally the plot. Well, we'll see what the next episode's title is going to be before we move on. And yeah, like I said, we'll have since it is a three for, we're not going to just do the one kind of off there. We'll watch all three of them together there just so we can finish her up. All right. So, the next episode is Special Fluffy Gooey Omelet Rice. I made omelet rice and it is, I don't know if I love it. I'm going to be real. I don't know if I love it. I'm not the biggest egg fan. I don't love egg. So for me, it's kind of a line there. I like my omelet, and I don't, they always say to put ketchup. I think Canadian ketchup doesn't work as good because ketchup in Japan is quite different. But we'll talk about that more next time, guys. All right, we'll see you then for that as we move on to the final batch of episodes for today's menu for the Emiya family. We'll see you then, guys. Ciao.